So my journey from when I was started football playing like when I was like 8, played for grassroots all the way up until I was 16, and then I got involved in the Derbyshire Schoolboys, which is the county team, and then Justin scouted me from there, and I joined Chesterfield this year as a scholar.
And how's this season gone so far with Chesterfield?
So with Chesterfield this season so far, it's been pretty good. 8 unbeaten at the moment. Obviously, from a personal perspective, I had an injury at the start of the season, but I've come back from that pretty strong. Scored a couple of goals, and yeah, it's going really good.
How did it feel when Justin picked you up and gave you the opportunity to come to the club?
It was amazing. The jump up from grassroots to then joining an academy as a scholar, and it's just been a great experience so far.
How do you feel like that step up's helped you develop as a player in that kind of short time?
So the step up has given me a lot more individual training, so it's improved me as a striker, like finishing and all that. So proper training has really helped me develop.
And you've recently been on international duty with Malta U17s. How did that kind of call-up come about originally?
So we spoke to Justin, because we obviously knew he used to play for Malta, and I had Maltese background. So we was like, how can we sort out like me going off playing for them? So Justin helped us with that, sorting that out, and then next thing you know, I'm on a plane to Malta to play against the likes of England.
And is that Maltese link something that you've always known about?
Yeah, so our family, grandparents, they're Maltese, and we've been like once every year since I was born, so I always knew there was a Maltese link.
So I guess kind of going over there then, it wasn't a mad experience because it's a place you're familiar with.
Yeah, a place I'm familiar with, obviously being there quite a lot, so I know quite a lot of the cities and places, a few words here and there, so it wasn't a at all different experience, but playing football over there was a lot different.
And what were the differences playing over there?
So over there, it was obviously the heat is one thing to train and play in, a lot different from over here in England, and the facilities are different as well. Obviously, with it being different temperatures, you got to accommodate that, and yeah.
And you started against England. You had to kind of make it down as the squad got whittled down. So, how was that kind of training camp before the games?
So initially there was a 36-man squad, and we had, I think it was 3 or 4 days training, like just seeing who's good enough to be in the squad, and then it got put down to 26, and there was 2 extra more days training, just trying to whittle the squad down, and eventually it got down to 20, and I got picked.
And I guess as you knew it was getting kind of whittled down, did that add an extra bit of pressure?
Yeah, definitely. As it was shortened, it's like there was only a few left to go, and I dealt with the pressure well.
I guess you kind of had to use that to fuel you, to kind of power you to try and make that last squad, didn't you?
Yeah. So whittling down from 36, obviously dropping 16 players, there's a lot of pressure to get in that last 20, and the pressure helped me in a way.
And as we all know, you started against England. When did you find out about that?
So the game was at 11 o'clock, and in the morning it was about 9 o'clock. We had a team meeting. Got told the starting lineup, and when I found out, I was overwhelmed.
Obviously, England a very good squad, but it was a pretty good game, good scoreline. So, how do you feel like the game went?
I felt like the game went really well. Obviously, first half, only being 1-0 down to England, when they have the likes of players like Jack Porter in goal, who's played for Arsenal this season, and Max Dowman, who's only 14, and Rio, who's just signed for Liverpool. So only being 1-0 down to them at half time was a pretty good result going.
I guess it's those kind of games and experiences that you can learn different aspects of football, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I learned that it is a lot faster and stronger and more technical as you go up the levels. So it's a lot different playing against the likes of them than like over here in Chesterfield.
And playing with new players who might play in a different style of football to you, how was that experience?
So obviously it was a lot harder because there is a bit of a language barrier at times. Only if quite a few spoke English, to be fair, but fitting in was a struggle at first, but after like the first week of training before the matches started, I got to know the lads. They were very welcoming, and I soon fitted in.
And what were the coaching staff like out there?
So the coaching staff, they're very nice, but then also strict at times. Because obviously it was a big competition, so they were very strict on what we ate and how we trained and how we recovered in preparation for the games.
And going forward, are you looking forward to potentially making more appearances for Malta?
Yeah, very happy to have made my debut and can't wait to play more.
And having players like Liam Jessup, who's obviously come to Chesterfield, he plays for Gibraltar. Is it those kind of stories that can inspire young players like you to, you can see that that's a possibility?
Yeah, definitely. When I first heard about Jessup going off playing for Gibraltar, it only made me want to get playing for Malta and hopefully going up the ranks.
And shifting back to Chesterfield, the under-18s that you've played for, they've been going very, very well this season. 8 unbeaten at the minute. How confident is the squad?
The squad's very confident at the moment. Morale is very high. Got Bradford on Friday. Hopefully we can get another result in that, another clean sheet. And Shrewsbury coming up in the FA Youth Cup as well. Hopefully we can progress far in that.
And the FA Youth Cup, obviously that was one of the games that you missed, the win against Walsall while you were on international duty, so does that make you more eager to be involved in the next one?
Yeah, definitely. It was a huge miss not playing in that Walsall game. I was gutted, but I'm very happy to hopefully feature in the squad for the next round.
And it's those kind of games that, for youth teams like yourself, they provide a different kind of experience. It's under the floodlights, you get quite a lot of fans going down, so is it those kind of games that you relish?
Yeah, I love them games. Fans there, under the lights, great experience.
And obviously it'll have hurt you to miss out on that experience with a late winner against Walsall, but you must be happy that they're going to the next round, so you can maybe have the opportunity to play. Yeah,
very happy. When I saw the video of the goals, just gutted I missed it, but I'm very happy the lads progress through the next round and hopefully we can do the same again.
And there's a lot of experienced coaches at the club and in the academy. You've got Hayden Hollis kind of leading the under-18s at the minute. How influential is he over the whole team?
He's so influential. With Hayden currently playing in the National League for Tamworth and having lots of experience, even here at Chesterfield, he influences us so well with how the game is and progressing through it, how it develops and the hardness of it. So he's very influential and helpful to us lads.
And it's very apparent at the club that there's a good link between the academy and the first team. I think at the FA Youth Cup game there's a lot of the first team coaches there, so how does that make you feel as a young player that that there's that step up and there's that pathway at the club?
It makes me feel really confident because I see a pathway there into the first team, because obviously that's what I want to do. I want to get a professional contract, so knowing that there's that link from us to the first team, it gives me a lot of confidence. And
finally, there's that link with the training ground. Academy lads are always up at the training ground, supporting the first team. It might not be a proper training session, but you're there sort of acting as the opposition, if you like. So what are those opportunities like for under-18 players?
It's a great experience, to get around professionals and see how they play and their techniques and how they communicate with each other. Just being up there, even as just like an opposition team, it's a great experience.